All right, everybody. Hey, welcome back to Ask Dr. Barry. First one of the new year. Happy New Year to everybody. And you know what? Let's talk about New Year's resolutions. And I think the two most common New Year's resolutions are losing weight and starting an exercise program. So it just kind of makes sense to put those two together because losing weight is interesting, everybody. Let's face it. In general, most people attempt to take their pounds down and not add on, right, calories to that extent. Weight loss, really, as you look at it, it's very much commonsensical. It's calories in versus calories out, right? It's the type of calories that you put in that are important as well. But in general, you have to burn off those calories that you're putting in order to get that balance to where you want it. There's been so many different philosophies about weight loss through the years, and now I see the newest one is the intermittent fasting idea, right? But to me, it all comes down to the same thing. It's how many calories you put into your system versus how many calories that you're burning as you go through your day. And that gets into the second part of it, which is the exercise aspect, right? Listen, exercise is interesting. You have to use good common sense and use moderation with exercise. I know as I've aged, I well appreciate the fact that the things that I do on Thursday, I'm not going to feel necessarily until Sunday. So many people, when they start that exercise program, they get very frustrated by how poorly they actually feel as they initiate the program, the increase in soreness, things of that nature, but you have to work through it. The bottom line is it's the consistency of moderate, good, solid exercise on a routine basis that once again kicks up that metabolic rate to make those calories burn off, right? So once again, it's the type of food, the amount of food, the calories accumulated. Of course, that's important on the one side, but it's also important to get that good, moderate exercise program going, right? So that you accomplish finding that appropriate balance. And let's face it, it's really all about those lifestyle changes. Anything that you do for a day or two or a week or two, they're going to have some degree of effect. But what really makes a big difference is when you make that concerted decision to change your lifestyle, right? To put that exercise into your daily or 3 to 4 time a week routine, right? Consciously cut those calories, consciously eliminate those foods that you know are adding to your particular weight loss issue. Doesn't mean that you need to be abstinent of all those foods that you enjoy, but you need to use moderation. And once again, you want to watch your calories. So I think the most important thing when it comes into these New Year's resolutions, right, is to not just accept it as a 1 or a 2-day, 2-week type of process, but actually utilizing that past year, right, and looking forward to the next year so that you make that concerted decision to change your lifestyle. Because once again, that's the only thing that really is going to make a difference long term. Short term is short term, long term is long term. Sometimes the short term, too much of that up and down cycle can be actually deleterious. So what people really want to find is that good, logical balance towards a good, healthy lifestyle with the appropriate caloric intake and the appropriate caloric outflow with an appropriate exercise and balanced program.